Hi! Hi everyone, welcome back!
That guy's freaking chin hair looks drawn on.
Kinda does, doesn't it? But doesn't Gumshoes 2, doesn't it also look that way just a little bit? Look at him. He's got the exact same thing going there. When you look at him, I mean, honestly, they look kind of alike in a way. They're like they're long-lost brothers.
No.
I think they do anyway. So anyway...
They still don't.
You still don't. They still don't.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. So anyway, everyone, today we're trying something just a little bit different, just because we're still having the Skype issues, unfortunately. So today we're recording. Well, he's screen sharing off of an iPad with an iPad microphone instead of his headset, because that was literally the only thing we could do because of reasons. So.
Well, not literally the only thing we could do.
Well,
this was just the better of the two options.
Yeah, he was also thinking about the Vita too, but apparently the iPad's better, I guess. So we're going with it. So we might go for it for a little while, and he's apparently gonna have a new computer coming in the next couple weeks. So maybe before the end of this series, maybe we'll be back on regular. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's on your end.
It might be. Who knows? We'll see.
No, I'm pretty sure it's on your end.
Well, that's great. So whatever. We'll find out when.
No, I can't hear you.
No. Are you?
So it's on your end.
Are you serious, man?
Yeah.
This is terrible. In the name of Jade Curtis himself, this is absolutely terrible. Well, whatever. In that case, then. Should we just switch back, then?
No, I like this better. I'm actually comfortable on my bed for once.
Okay, whatever. We'll just go. We'll roll with it then for a little bit, and then maybe we'll. I don't know. Anyway, we've like done 3 minutes without actually starting, so you know what? We'll give you a couple extra minutes just because we're at 2:40. You know, we're not ending this in freaking an hour from now. What the heck did I have this on? We're gonna end this at that time. There we go. You get a little bonus time, everyone, just because we didn't start this until now.
To be fair, it's not like we really do much whenever we're actually doing the freaking video.
I don't know. I feel better when I actually started though. You know the weird thing is, I actually think I'm hearing your voice starting to mess up now a little bit, which is kind of the weird thing here.
Well, I was holding my hand in front of the microphone.
Because every now and then I'm hearing like a stutter in the words. Like I did a thing. I don't know. It's hard to mimic a stutter anyway.
You know what? Pause the freaking video.
Oh man. Alright, so we are back again, and change of plans, he's not going to be on the iPad now, he's going to be on the Vita, so the audio quality might have dropped just a little bit more, but whatever. Not like we really care about quality around here, so...
At least I can actually freaking hear you now.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah.
I have my doubts, extreme doubts that it'll last very long. But anyway, crime scene notes jotted down by organizer type documents discovered in this Reddit lobby number 2. And hopefully he'll be able to actually read some text. Can you read the text?
Yeah, I can read it.
Okay, good.
I would have figured you'd know I could read it because you had to look at the screen to see what I said.
Oh, yeah, duh. I think the last time we did this with you on the Vita was when you were, like, your computer broke or something.
I think it was Mega Man.
No, well, maybe, but But I was talking specifically more about Mario 64. Oh, you mean Mega Man Sprite game? I don't remember the Mega Man 7 thing. But no.
I played in that.
I was saying Mario 60. Yeah, that's true. I was saying Mario 64 Chaos was the last time we did that, so... Yeah, anyway. I believe I now have a firmer grasp on what happened here.
Wasn't Mario 64 after? Or before?
I think it was... You mean before Mega Man Sprite game?
Yeah, I thought it was before Mega Man.
It was before.
So yeah, the last thing we did with that was Mega Man.
I guess it was then. But Mario 64 Chaos is more memorable, so... because it was ridiculous.
I don't know. Mega Man was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, it was, but still, I don't know. Why are there plastic bags scattered all around? What?
That is just what he said all the time.
Oh. Those bags are for keeping evidence safe, pal. I know that much, detective. You sure are good at this stuff, aren't you, pal? Normally I'd be happy.
Condescending prick.
Normally I'd be happy when someone compliments me, but when it's this guy, Anyway, could these plastic bags be evidence of a fight between the two men?
Studying?
What,
Oh, I was
logic?
expecting logic.
Yeah, I was too right there.
That's what green text usually means.
I already looked at this, apparently. Okay. What about... Oh. Oh, am I supposed to logic right now? What the heck did we do last?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I guess I gotta get reacquainted with all the evidence here, so...
I would assume the neat and tidy table and the plastic bags kind of screw each other up. Because the plastic bags would indicate a struggle.
Wait, I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Fountain pen in pocket. The fountain pen in Mr. Faraday's pocket is such a nice nib, and then an ink stain. I wonder what the relationship could be between these two things.
I don't know. I don't think they're related.
That's splotch.
I still don't think they're related.
Or are they? That's splotch on Mr. Faraday's hand. I wonder if it might be the ink from the fountain pen. It's totally the nice tea set and the ink pen, man. It had to be, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he was using the pen as a spoon to stir it.
The game just didn't know the proper logic. It just decided to make something up for no reason. I wonder if it might be the ink from this fountain pen. Oh, let's ask the lab guy. What would the lab guy know that we don't already know? Detective Gumshoe! I confirm that the substance on Mr. Faraday's hand is the ink from his fountain pen. I see, good work. You know, I've always wanted to say that even if it was just one time in my life. ... If Mr. Faraday wrote with his fountain pen in his left hand, I think it's fair to assume he was left-handed. It appears that Mr. Faraday's pen is very important to our case as well. Okay, if you say so, pal. Mr. Faraday's...
You notice how he's doing that crap with his hand just because he's still under Von Karma at this point?
Oh yeah, I think we've already established that. Mr. Faraday's fountain pen data jotted down in my organizer. Mr. Faraday's fountain pen type evidence discovered in defense lobby number 2.
I mean, he stopped doing that after the first game.
Yeah, wait. Did he do that in the first game?
He either did it in the first game or in that case with Mia. I just know I've seen it before.
I feel like it was the case with me. I don't think he did it after that, but I don't know. Well, let's see. You really?
I'm pretty sure he did do it in the first game because
I don't remember actually.
I remember seeing it, and then I remember seeing Von Karma doing it and thinking, "Oh, that's where he got it from."
I really don't feel like he didn't, but I mean, go ahead and link one of my videos and prove me wrong. So, for anyone who has that evidence, so I don't know, whatever. But anyway, do you really think it's this in this?
I mean, it's possible the plastic bags are a sign of a struggle, and the neat and tidy table are a contradiction to a struggle.
Maybe, I guess. Let me look at these things that we've got real quick. Notes pertaining to Burn Faraday and Mackerel. Touch check button.
Mackerel.
He's Mackerel, man. Burn Faraday, age 40, Mackerel, age 32, excuse me. September 10th, approximately 4 p.m., discovered immediately after a gunshot was heard.
You having a stroke?
No, I'm burping. Remarks about the bodies. Faraday died of a knife stab to the chest. Rail died of a bullet wound to the chest. There is no gunpowder burn on the clothes, suggesting he was shot from a few yards away. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Mr. Faraday's found... Wait. Fountain pen used by the left-handed Faraday looks like it has a quality nib.
It also looks way darker in the picture than it does in that.
Not by much. Not by much. I don't think it's way dark. It's a little bit darker. That is a nib.
It's the thing, like the point, the tip.
Oh, it's the pointer? Oh, I see.
Yes, the pointer.
You could have said pointer, the points, whatever. It's...
Well, I mean, it's a fountain pen. Fountain pens use a different kind of point called a nib.
Well, it's the same as any other pen to me.
You're wrong.
I don't know what...
So you're saying this looks exactly like a ballpoint pen?
Yeah, a little bit.
No.
I'd say so.
You're an idiot.
It seems Mr. Faraday was in the habit of using a very nice fountain pens.
That's the total opposite of me. I don't get these things at all. That's, well, not like you really need them. You always use the same pencil for the rest of your entire life.
He always has the pencil.
Well, I think this pencil behind your ear suits you just fine.
Really? You think so, pal? Man, I knew it was worth something. I think I'll keep it here for the next 7 years at least.
That wasn't exactly a compliment, Detective.
Well, yep, now we know. Now we know all the answers to why he did things and then things happened and whatnot.
This looks like a quality nib.
Hey, let me test it out real, pal.
What?
Oh, this is really, really not the right word I meant to say.
As opposed to your fake pal.
I got ink all over my hand, pal.
Detective Gumshoe, don't
hand
ever...
pal?
What?
Yeah, I bet Gumshoe uses his hand pal a lot.
Detective Gumshoe, don't ever play with that evidence like that again.
Okay, say something. If you don't want to play with it, then be that way. I'll play with it like you mean it, but if you don't really mean it, then so be it. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Oops,
this
whatever.
is way too close.
I know, right? I was a little bit confused, like, what is going on here? Okay, I'll just look things over one more time. Hey, Francis, anything you gotta say?
Logic!
Ah! I see!
Did you figure something out?
This is a competition, Miles, and as such I'd appreciate if you didn't talk to me!
As you wish.
But I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to see if you knew about evidence.
Look at the knife. That's a weird looking knife.
Did we not look at the knife already?
I don't know.
They actually won't let us look at the knife.
I believe Faraday brought this as evidence. It was found in Rel's hand.
That's unfortunate. Let them look at a thing. Alright, Mr. Detective, sir.
Pretty sure we already talked to him too.
Oh. Well, that probably means we either A, missed something.
I already
Or
checked
I'm right.
this area, but it never...
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Or it is that logic. Wait. I can logic right there. Hey, forensics dude. Oh, man. Fine. I'll logic right now. I'll logic right here. We'll see what happens. And then we'll get logic in the plastic bags, and I don't know why. Whatever, you know. Do this. No, it's correct.
There was
Kind
a
of
very
obvious.
tight...
Well, I mean, obviously, once you realize you're exhausted all your options, and you realize
I literally... That was the very first option that I saw.
And then you realize that the window has nothing to do with either of them. So it's like, oh, okay. Well, I guess that's probably the only thing that's left, right?
That was the literal, whenever all 5 things were there, that was the first thing I said.
Well, you're a genius, man, so I'm sorry.
There was a very tiny pile of plastic bags on the table, and yet a portion of them wound up scattered on the floor as well. It's not likely that ones on the floor were knocked over during a struggle. In which case, might there be another example? Explanation? As to how they got there, what'd you say?
Explanation.
Another reason.
I believe it's possible that the blood on the outside of the bag is related somehow.
Eek! Please get that blood away from me, pal.
Detective Gumshoe, whose blood is on this bag?
Hold on, let me ask the lab guy.
Hold it.
Alright, please hurry.
I don't remember if we confirmed this in the episode or not, but people were saying in the comments that apparently Edgeworth is actually 20. So, there you go, everyone. In case we didn't actually officially confirm that on video, well, now we have, because that's what people said.
we pretty much speculated that in the last episode, or the episode before that.
I don't know if we said an exact number, but we were speculating early 20s. I don't know if we said an exact number, though.
I think one of us specifically said 20.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Wait till you got a load of this, pal. Get a load of this. It's Mr. Faraday's. Oh, and the technician said they didn't find anything else on it, or in the bag either.
It would appear that this bag is a very important piece of evidence.
That's jumping to conclusions.
Okay, if you say so. I'll leave it in your hands, pal. Plastic bag, data jotted down in my organizer, type evidence, discovered in defendant lobby number 2. Good job, Edgeworth, good job. I guess there's not much left to investigate on. They really did
I
kill
like
each
how
other.
they just kicked you out.
What?
I like how they just kicked you out since you did logic there.
Oh, they did. Yeah, you're right.
No, we can't conclude that quite yet.
Why not? Why not? Why not, man?
Find out in a
I wanna
minute.
know,
Shut
Edgeworth.
up.
I want to know, Edgeworth. Tell me now, Edgeworth.
There's still something I find very peculiar here. The theory that they simply killed one another is too simplistic in this case. In fact, there is actually a contradiction that shows there is another possibility.
No way, pal. Really?
I suppose I will just have to show you the conflict in this crime scene. I won't
Hey,
rest
read a few words ahead rather than reading it the exact freaking word.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Oh,
I think that's your problem with your weird pronunciation.
What?
Your weird enunciation in lines is that you don't read ahead.
I don't read ahead. Why would that be the issue?
That's why, because you don't know what words are coming next. You don't know how to enunciate what's in front of you.
But wait, I thought there was times where I read ahead and pronounce the thing from the next line over.
You just pronounce a word in the next sentence. You don't read ahead.
How is that not reading ahead? I'm confused, man.
You just see one word ahead, or like you see one word 5 words ahead.
Yeah, that's one of the bags had a screw on the floor.
Okay, dude, this one's obvious, so this shouldn't take you too long.
On lobby, oh my gosh, man! You always say that.
This one's obvious if you've been paying attention to what's happened in this episode.
And the bag strewn on the floor of lobby number 2 has Faraday's blood on it. It has his blood on it. Alright, well, let's see what we can do about that then.
The blood here is from Mr. Faraday, but there are no other clues to be found. Which,
no, dude, I am definitely reading ahead. That's just how it comes out of my mouth, apparently.
which begs the question,
I don't read this any differently.
do I need to put this bag inside another bag in order to preserve it as evidence?
I don't know, Edgeworth. I don't know. What is the answer to that, though? Well, that's all that. So let's see then. What can we do with this thing now? What can we do with this? Could this be a red pen? This doesn't look like it. Wait, is it a red pen? Not
No,
look at this again.
The pen itself is red, but there's no way to tell whether the ink is red. Actually, if you looked at the spot on his hand, it was black.
Oh, it's true. That is true. I wonder if that's just a big ink splotch, but no, I guess that wouldn't make any sense then. So, I believe it was found in Rel's hand. Okay, so if it was Faraday's... Wait. Okay. Let's see the picture. So... Oh, I'm so confused, man.
Oh, you're so stupid.
Why would it not get on the other bags? So that's what I want to know, huh? So let's see.
Oh my god.
You're basically just telling me that's not right there, so I'm just gonna go ahead.
Oh my god.
I'm going to go ahead and present that. Eureka.
Nope.
How was that not it? Basically just telling me the other one wasn't right, so oh my god.
What other one? What are you talking about?
When I was speculating it was this one right here, you were like, oh, well, I guess that's not... You were like, oh my gosh, every time you do that, it's like whenever I'm doing something wrong, apparently.
There was a clear contradiction with the evidence here.
No, I do that all the time. Like, even if you're on the right thing, I'll do that. Because
Really,
it's taking
pal?
you so long. to figure
Because
it
I don't
out.
see anything wrong there.
Ha! I was merely testing you.
Hey, pal, don't make me arrest you for lying.
Lying is not a crime.
I guess I was mistaken. But this is a court of law. You can't lie in the court of law. You just can't do that, man. If you do that, then you did it. So congratulations.
Nope.
Really?
You're so stupid.
Are you kidding me?
This is so painfully obvious.
I'm so confused, man.
I'll give you till half.
What? Okay, those are the only 3 things that would make sense. So, How?
I'll give you till half.
It's his blood on the bag! Huh? I present things, and then things happen, and then it...
You're so blisteringly stupid.
I'm so confused. Found pen used by the left hand. Oh my god!
Yeah, I think he finally saw it. God, you're stupid.
Oh my gosh, man!
They made a point to say that he was left-handed.
Oh jeez! Now we come to face the contradiction, the face with the contradiction I spoke of, and it is this.
What?
I don't know, Mr.
Hey,
Garcon.
Mr. Edgeworth, do you want to try that line again?
No, Mr. Garcon, I do not wish to try that again. Mr.
Jesus
Faraday
Christ.
used his left hand to write with his fountain pen. Ergo, he is left-handed. And yet the handgun is in his right hand. Don't you find... Oh my gosh. Don't you find it odd that the left-handed Mr. Faraday would hold the gun in his right hand? That, lady and gentlemen, is the great contradiction haunting this crime scene.
Hey, you're right, pal. That does seem kind of strange. But how can something like that happen?
The facts add up to one conclusion and one alone. Someone else put the gun in Mr. Faraday's hand after he died.
Someone else.
Plastic bags scattered on the floor and a gun in the wrong hand. I sense the presence of a shadowy figure behind this case. A person of vile intent who is serious about keeping the truth from us.
Alright.
Investigation complete.
Why are you so melodramatic?
Why am I? What do you mean? Why am I? What do you mean?
I was talking about Edgeworth, but okay.
I thought you were talking about me literally. I was like, what do you mean, man? I don't get it. September 10th, District Court. I don't know. I didn't read it.
Here's autopsy report.
It is probable that the Mr. survived the short time after the shot.
What?
Mr. Faraday.
This is Felda?
Tried instantaneously from a sense of being interesting. I've seen notes updating my organizer.
Too bad we couldn't understand a freaking thing of that.
It looks like we need to we now know everything we need to know about the case. Thank you for sharing that information, Francisco von Karma. Jeez.
Too bad we couldn't understand it.
Notes pertaining to Burn Faraday and the mackerel. Okay.
Touch the Dragon Ball for details? What?
Faraday died of the knife stab. Just the shot Zania's death. All by the just and there's no gun down the barrel. I was close to the shot from you down the way. Possibly the shot.
Shut up.
Okay. I'm done.
You're not freaking, I don't remember his name. Too tired for this.
I'm not what?
The guy that I called you whenever we were at the snow walrus area in Secret of Mana.
Pee Wee Herman or whatever the heck his name? I don't freaking know what
That wasn't even close.
I don't know. What is Pee Wee Herman? I feel like I've heard that before.
He's a quote unquote actor.
Oh,
Who was
okay.
arrested for beating off in a porn theater.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Well, anyway, are you sure we know everything? Of course, the incident began with Mr. Faraday's defense. The prosecutor being accused. I can't talk right now. But Mr. Faraday fought back and the killer.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Oh, the Bobcat man. I don't know who that guy is still. It's all very clear and simple.
Why was like she was harder to understand when she was a kid?
Why wouldn't she be hard to understand as a kid? Wouldn't that make sense?
Not necessarily.
She's not as wise in her younger days, obviously.
She's still a prodigy.
But regardless, though, I remember I think you put like a sample of a Bobcat dude in not mine, your
Yeah, put a picture of him.
Your adaptation of the one episode of Super Mario RPG when we were in Toad Town, I think it was being invaded by the whatchamacallits or whatever, and that was that.
I know, you gave the same voice to the walrus people in Secret of Mana.
I did?
Yeah.
What was the voice?
Was
that it?
Basically.
Oh yeah, I can't believe I did that. That sounds kind of like Yoda. Well, whatever.
Do you really believe that to be the truth?
Are you saying that just because I figured out the truth for you, that
What?
you don't want to believe that's true? It's alright, if you disagree with my argument, then we will be wrong. Was there any other contradictions to be found in this?
Don't worry, I will.
Well, there's a clear contradiction.
It's time for an argument. Oh, she's not wagging her finger at me for some reason this time. Okay, whatever. Argument, what happened? Oh, now she is. Okay. Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous. It was about for a short time. From this is obvious that Mr. Faraday had after he shot Mr. Wright. And Mr. Wright's child on the brink of death was all Mr. Faraday's death and stabbed him. Those are the facts of this case.
Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous. Therefore, he must have attacked first. Proving that logic to be false is probably the fastest way to show her that she's wrong. In that case, I should first look for any holes in her theory.
I mean, there's a clear contradiction with this.
Well, I need to find it first. Rebuttal, what's happened?
I already found it.
Good for you. Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, while Mr. Wright was survived for a short time. Well, it's about time we finally had our first argument of case number 4. That's
Good
ridiculous.
God, we're already on case 4.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. What happened? How did we get here?
Well,
so
I
fast?
mean, the fact that we were doing 5 episodes a day.
5 episodes per episode for 4 episodes.
Yeah, let's bring that again. Let's bring that again.
Like,
yeah,
we don't keep hearing that getting brought up in every freaking video in our circle for some reason. Like, Megan brought it up recently. Like, geez Louise, I'm just confused now.
I don't think Kamek's video. I think Kamek's video probably helped with that.
Probably, just a little bit.
Oh boy, do you truly believe that Mr. Faraday died instantaneously?
I have the murder reports right here. Mr. Faraday died instantaneously of shock due to being stabbed in the chest.
Edgeworth, you
you
have that
see.
evidence too.
There you see, it's been documented clear as day.
You have that evidence, you moron.
From this, it is obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rill.
Hold it!
Hold it!
Did he turn into Kermit the Frog?
I'd like to object to this objection, miss. Thank you very much. Mr.
I
Faraday,
object to objectionable puzzles.
Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rill before he died.
Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rill before he died. You have any basis for that statement?
Your foolishness has no end to it. That's freaking Meekins now. Your foolishness has no end to it, does it? Now I can't do it, man. I just can't do it.
When could you ever?
Now I hate that this repeats myself. However, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously. That's all the basis I need.
Alright, so if Mr. Faraday died instantly, then he must have attacked
That wasn't the
Mr.
right word, but okay.
Before being stabbed. Well, excuse me, princess. Oh, jeez. You're finally beginning to catch on, I see. And Mr. Elman on the brink of death sold Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him.
Hold it!
Oh, did he now? I don't really know if I'm actually believing myself now.
So
Hold it.
You believe that the dying Mr. Rell stole the knife from Mr. Faraday?
Mr. Elman became desperate as he did not want to die. Human beings cannot do amazing things when they are the dust. So the two men decided blah blah blah. And in the end, Mr. Elman said, put down the knife and stabbed Mr. Faraday. The messy condition of the room is a testament to the struggle. Yes, my logic is perfectly sound.
Can you really say that it's perfect?
What you insinuating?
I'm
Nothing.
surprised you got the word insinuating right.
Why would I not?
you're an
However, I
idiot.
can't let whatever you said slide by without further inquiry, Star Fox.
He didn't say whatever.
One must be clear and precise. So if you could append that statement to your testimony.
Fine. They struggled to Mr. Red used the stats to strength to counterattack Mr. Faraday.
This.
Mega has a real talent doing this voice. I will just say that.
You will just say that?
Clavier Gavin's my German voice, and Franziska von Karma's his German voice. He might be able to do a male German voice too, but Franziska is his freaking German voice. So
And neither of them speak with a German accent.
and
so
I don't care.
it's completely meaningless.
And clearly he doesn't care either.
About this statement.
Mr. Reddit used all of his remaining strength to take the knife and defend himself.
Take it a knife? He took it a knife?
One can easily see this. They had a violent struggle.
He took it a knife.
Of course, it's nothing compared to what I
What?
think it's a riding crop.
Yeah, that's what I
Thing in her
said.
hand?
Yeah.
I think you said a few days ago or whatever. That's
Yeah,
what
I
a riding
said it
crop
was.
is.
I said it was a freaking riding crop.
You said riding crop? Oh man. I thought you said like mini whip or something. I don't freaking
No,
know.
you said mini whip.
What the heck is the point of a riding crop? It's basically just a mini whip.
You slap a horse to get it to run faster.
Oh, why would you? I'm confused.
How does one compare the damage her crop can do with the status room?
Wow, she must be growing a really bad crop today.
Shut up.
Furthermore, other than plastic bags on the floor in this room was scattered due to the flight. The fight. Let's bring back flight, shall we? Is there anything else that I can do for you?
No, that will be fine.
Those are the facts of this case. Oops.
There's something strange about Franziska's theory. I should compare her claim with the data I've gathered thus far. I just know there's a contradiction somewhere.
Come on, dude.
Is there a contradiction? Oh my gosh, no!
Good God.
I didn't mean to. Excuse me. There you go.
Claiming speculation as fact already.
Don't you feel that the evidence is a bit lacking? Don't you? You'll find all the evidence you
What?
need just by what?
You started saying Edgeworth's line again.
What?
You started this with "don't you."
Looking around this room, Mr. Faraday collapsed on the top of Mr. Rail. In addition, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, making a counterattack impossible. Furthermore, the was involved in the fight. I almost said flight again. I just saying that you are just more evidence.
What?
Whip. Why is she talking about whips?
It looks like she's becoming more and more confident.
The riding crop is technically a whip.
Oh, so it is a whip. So
You
it is a
whip
mini
people-
whip. I was right.
You whip people with the riding crop, but you wouldn't call it a whip.
And looking at this place, she might have a right to be.
I said people, I meant animals. These weird freaking S&M crap.
Wait, what?
Don't worry about
What
it.
does that mean? Shin Megami Tensei?
Yes, that's what it means, exactly.
Whatever. After all to everything here,
Seems to support her theory.
it looks like you're starting to see my point. I've as good as won a little competition.
There's something strange about Franziska's theory.
You already read this.
There's something strange about Franziska's
You
theory.
already read this.
There's something strange
You already
about...
read this.
There's something strange about... Okay.
There's something strange about Mr.
Anyway.
Mackerel.
What?
There's
What'd you
something
say?
strange.
They struggled. And Mr. L used the last of his strength to counterattack Mr. Faraday.
Okay, let's see. Well, this is the one that got added on, so I can only assume. So they struggled. Mr. Rell used the last of his strength to counterattack Mr. Faraday. Okay. So let's look at some things. That's not it.
I doubt it would be the KG8 overview.
Was in hall on guard duty. Other than gunshot, didn't hear a sign of a struggle.
They just kind of hand that one to you, don't they?
Just to be sure, let me just look at the other ones real quick. I don't want to just I don't want to just walk right into that right now. Just like, I don't know. I just want to be absolutely sure because that sounds too good to be true. I don't know why. It just sounds too good.
Well, I mean,
to be true.
that's specifically what this stuff is.
It seems like, I don't know. Was fired from a few yards away. Okay, cool. Used last was trying to counterattack. I believe Faraday brought this as evidence to Sandrail's hand. Cool. Was being a burn Faraday like around the used by the okay. So this is the only thing I want to look at then in that case. Turned immediately after gunshot was heard. Faraday died of a knife stab to the chest.
Discovered immediately after the gunshot was heard is another thing you should keep in mind.
Wait, what?
Discovered immediately after the gunshot was heard is something you should keep in mind for later, I'm assuming.
Let's see. There's no gunpowder burn closed. Okay. Okay, anyway, whatever. Let's just get to this one already. I'm sure it's probably the right one because Gumshoe, for some reason, you know.
Objection!
Hey, Gumshoe, you're right today. Congratulations, man. Hey! If the two men they was fighting, they struggled, it was surely cause it's a noise. If the two
Was
men
not
was fighting,
expecting him to turn into a Rasta man.
I would have said Jamaican, but whatever, man. If the two men were fighting, their struggle would have been surely caused quite a bit of noise.
What, have you never heard of a Rastafarian before?
I don't know what that is. I'm familiar with there being something of that nature in Grand Theft Auto 4, but that's I don't.
You're talking about Little Jacob.
I think that's who you. I think that's the right person. I don't really know, but I don't know exactly what that refers to exactly. Is it refer to a Jamaican?
I think most, if not all, Rastafarians are Jamaican, yes.
Then what the heck is the term? Why not just call them Jamaican?
Google it. You'll get a better explanation out of Google than you would out of me.
Well, I'm not doing that right now anyway, and I probably will forget to do it later, so yay. However, Detective Gumshoe testified that he heard absolutely nothing. Ha! You place too much faith in that detective's testimony, you know. But for the sake of argument,
testimony?
let's say that there wasn't a fight. How did the Mr. Man get his hands on the knife? I think I figured out how to do the voice again. I had to, like, do something in, like, the back of my throat a little bit just to force that out differently.
That doesn't sound weird at all.
Like I normally talk from the front of my throat. I normally talk from the front of my throat or the front of my mouth or whatever. I don't freaking know how you describe that.
Like how you completely smoothed past what I said.
But what? I don't know what you said, man.
Don't worry about it.
I'll hear it eventually anyway. But what I was gonna say though is like the Von Karma voice is more in the back of the throat, so it's like yeah, it's cool. So that's how I do it. Mr. Faraday's bag was sitting right here in lobby number 2. It is not hard to imagine that perhaps Mr. Rell saw a chance and took it out at some point. So, what you're saying is this. Mr. Rell took a chance when he saw the opportunity and took the knife from the bag. And then Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rell after being stabbed.
Not necessarily.
Isn't there something strange in Francisco's statement just now?
Well, I mean, based off what you just said, I'd say yes, something is off, but I'm just going to say no, it makes sense, because no reasons.
It does all add up.
So then there's no problem, right?
Problem?
My mouth stayed closed a little bit too long right there, so the R sound didn't come out right there.
No.
Miles Edgeworth.
Yes?
Taking random shots in the dark is unbecoming of a disciple of Von Karma.
That did not look like it would reach him.
When does the whip ever look like it reaches?
At least the whip is an extension. That thing's just a stick.
Now take a step back and think for a change.
Is Francisca's explanation of things really perfect? I'm going to carefully review what she said once again in my head.
Mr. Red took a chance... What?
I like how it's black and white to reflect the fact that he's remembering it.
Mr. Red took a chance when he saw the opportunity and took the knife from the bag. And Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Red after being stabbed.
As I suspected. There was definitely something wrong with her theory.
Huh. If you have nothing to say, then I suppose it's a win.
Wag my finger at you. Wait, as I suspected, something doesn't add up.
Iggy!
It's simply not possible for Mr. Faraday to have been shot. Have shot Mr. Rel after being stabbed.
Wait, okay. Let me read this again. It's simply not possible for Mr. Faraday to have shot Mr. Rel after. Wait. Yes, Mr. Rel after being stabbed. Okay.
I'm sorry, scream the word after again.
After. I'm just like, there's reasons, man.
According to the coroner's report,
Coroner.
Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, meaning that he died immediately upon being stabbed by the knife. Ergo, he could not possibly have fired the gun after that.
Oh, you got me. Okay, then. Well, I don't know why Edgeworth's little finger wag has to last like 10 times longer than Francisca's.
But of course.
Well then, if the report is correct, then there is only one correct explanation.
The one that she just presented before.
If you suppose that Mr. Led attacked first, then Mr. Faraday, who died instantaneously, would have been able to kill Mr. Led.
What?
Therefore, Mr. Led and must have stabbed Mr. Faraday after his son. I can't right now. Oh my god, why? That is the only explanation that
when
makes
could
sense.
you ever? You never could.
Negating your opponent's ideas in order to prove your own theory. I see you've been studying, Francisco.
You've been studying.
In Europe,
Apparently,
of course.
you haven't been.
You've been studying in Europe. Because you're, man. The double yours.
I
Shut up.
wanted to...
I just imagined you were saying that to, like, say the word W. Or the letter W.
What?
The double yours.
W, man! I just wanted to explain it as simply as possible. Before you foolishly
Wait, did you just say something about suing me? No.
No?
I just wanted to explain it, sue you.
I don't know what you're talking about, man!
You don't know how to speak.
Before you foolishly propose a foolish theory that only a foolish fool like you could.
How naive of you to believe that only you are valid.
Why do you have to get the enunciation thing in my head now? I feel like I'm just goofing up everything right now.
You are. You have been the entire series.
And still, and now it's like, it's in my conscience now. It's like, I know I'm doing it. It's like, I laugh every time I catch myself do it. It's like, come on, man.
So stop doing it.
Why did you say it?
It's that difficult. Just stop.
And still expect to discover the truth that the crime scene offers you. Finger wag. Francisca, you still got a ways to go.
What are you talking about? Are you saying that there's a flaw in my logic?
Mr. Faraday died instantly, and the fact that he did is what gives rise to the contradiction in this scene. The contradiction here in this crime scene is on the next exciting episode. Oh no!
This one should be painfully obvious.
You know what? You know what, everyone? Just to humor all of you, on the next exciting episode, because I do want you to vote on this. I don't want you to cheat and go to be like, oh, well, I voted on this poll after seeing what the right answer actually was, because then, I'm sure some of you are
You
honest.
know what? I want you to pick what I tell you to pick. Silence.
I don't know, man.
I'm talking to you specifically. I want you to pick the one I tell you to pick.
Well, anyway, pick one of these in the poll, everyone, and then just do it.